Man, we're not gonna waste our time on you if we don't want you.
Exactly.
And if you're not with a Christian man, he might just want to just sleep with you.
Yeah.
Right. So
even Christian men.
Yeah, even Christian men. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for being with us. This is Joe, and this is the show. And guess what? Today's exciting because we are diving into part 2
of the thing that we've been waiting for. Part 2 of what?
Part 2 of how we met.
Yeah.
How Joanne did everything she could. Everything she could.
And I also Josh did everything
I was
she
chilling.
could.
Okay.
So good. I could.
Young woman, respect your elders.
So that he can
respect your elders.
So that he can sit right
here.
Let
me tell you, Joanne did everything she could.
Yeah.
To get with me. And so we're gonna tell you that story about how did we end up here. I think we're gonna make it very long. Let's make it very long. Part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4.
I think so.
Up to part 7. So here's part 2.
Okay.
All right, part 1. If you didn't watch it, it should be somewhere up here.
Josh, where is it? I said here.
It's up here.
It's here.
It's up here, guys. Right? The click. Who won? Tell me who won. The video is up here. I don't know how YouTube is gonna do it. Anyways, so go watch part 1 before you watch part 2. Remember, this is part 2. Do not watch this without watching part 1.
But before you do anything, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button.
Subscribe. You guys. No. I have some beef.
Yeah.
I'm angry.
You're really out here beefing.
I have a huge problem with the people who return. They watch our videos.
Yeah.
Everyone that comes.
Yeah.
But they don't subscribe. And YouTube tells us, it says you have so many return viewers, and how many of those return viewers subscribe? And should I start naming their names?
No, shouldn't. Next
This is your last chance. Subscribe. All right, let's get into it. Part 2 coming right up. Always be
Part 2 of how we met.
Come on now.
How did you land?
Okay, how did you connive and get this man of God?
There's so many men of God out there.
Oh my goodness, but you got this one.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get serious. Let's tell the people, where did we end on part 1? We ended when Joanne was opening up. So we had started talking on the phone a lot. And then Joanne had I feel she got comfortable with me.
You felt safe for me to open up.
Be serious.
And I'm serious. And I felt really safe with my heart. So I decided to put my heart out there. If it got broken, okay, we can mend it. But yeah, I decided to take a risk and open up.
And she opened up.
And I did open up.
Told me every detail. I didn't understand the way God made men and women till I was with Joanne. Like, wow, she had every detail. She would tell me about a story about when she was 12 years old. And the story was about how she was bullying someone. But before she even got to that point, she'll tell you all the girls' names. She'll tell you the outfit they were in.
You need to know
She'll tell you the classes.
You need to know the plot.
She'll tell you who the teacher was.
Know the setting.
I'm like, man,
you need to know.
Can we get to the point?
If you've done movie, whatever, 101.
No. They still
have to be a plot. There has to be the characters. There's the antagonist and the protagonist.
Oh my goodness.
Is it protagonist?
Oh my goodness.
Whatever that word is.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I need to tell you so
we
that
go
you know
in circles before we get to where we're going. And before she's like, what am I saying again? You're the one telling me this. But Bananga, I sat on the phone and I was like, why?
You were sowing seeds.
I was sowing seeds. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so I did open up because Josh felt safe to open up to no judgment, no like, oh dang you, No, it was all
when Joanne
good.
was telling how she used to bully people in
Josh,
middle school.
I didn't bully people.
I had no judgment, but
I didn't bully people. You know, we used to sit in Kisu, we used to sit there and just laugh. all the time.
You were bullying people.
I had a laughing problem.
You had a bullying problem.
I had a laughing
She would
problem.
laugh at people because they weren't
Josh.
cute or something. I don't know. But we thank the Lord for deliverance. Now she's a woman of God.
Deliverance.
Anyway, so yeah, we kept this up for a long time, and then spring 2019, 2017, yeah.
Yeah, Josh is like, can you come see me? I said,
Remember, she's in the village.
I know. Let me tell my story.
She's in the village.
I said, Josh is like, come visit me. I said, I know how these things go. Yeah, when guys say come visit me.
Okay. Tell the story.
Remember, I'm still treading
I'ma
lightly.
listen.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm still treading lightly. And Josh is like, come visit me. I said, you know what? I can come visit you, no problem. But here's what we're going to do. You're going to have to fly me and my sister out because I can't come visit you by myself. I know how these things go. And so Josh, like the
obviously, I
great
also
man,
I knew that obviously those things go that way. So I had a backup plan. I was going to bring my sister.
Well, we didn't know that.
Yeah,
we didn't know
so
about you.
I told you, I was like, Jackie's gonna be here, so I'm not gonna tell such a woman like this come visit me by myself in the big house. Like, no, of course she's gonna say no. But I said I'm gonna come. Jackie's gonna be at the house, right? So it's gonna be safe because Jackie and Joanne were friends. So it's like you're even visiting Jackie. I'm
Yeah.
just a bystander.
Well, that was not the case. I said, well, my sister's coming along.
So Debbie
And
came along.
Debbie came along.
Shout out to
you,
Debbie.
And then that was the best spring break. No, but before we even go into how amazing the spring break was, I was like, oh my God. I've been talking
To
on the
some
phone.
guy.
Exactly. And now reality is setting in. I'm going to have to come face to face with this man. How is it going to go? And to be honest, I was kind of scared. Not scared,
She
but
was
I was
nervous.
Like, yeah, nervous. Like,
There was a thrill in the air, an excitement.
Yeah. And when the plane was landing, like touching down Texas, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is actually happening. How am I going to react? With all the flowers that he sent me. Did
I
we
sent
say
her
that?
flowers.
Yeah, he
I
sent
sent
me
her flowers.
Oh yeah, he sent me flowers on Valentine's when we were still platonic. Did we mention that in the last episode?
She was feeling you, boy, but she was feeling
So
me.
Josh sends me flowers on Valentine's. Remember, we start talking in January. He sends me flowers in February, and we're still
Gotta be
friends.
fast.
He was really fast, and so I didn't know how to like. turn
But I
it
had
around.
told you, I had told her, remember in part one, I said, listen, I am interested in you. Excuse me. And the second you're not interested in me, let me know and we'll part ways because I don't want to waste my time with you. My time and my
Yeah,
money.
Josh was scary.
I was very serious. That's what we got to do, man. We got to be serious, you know?
So anyway, with all the flowers and all of these things, and he's made intentions clear, and I'm like, I just want a friend, and I'm landing,
I'm not here
touching
for
down,
friends.
and I'm like, oh, what's gonna happen? I don't know what's gonna. Do I hug him? Do I just stand and shake hands?
Good to see you. Tens of hours on the phone.
Thank you for the flowers, by the way. Like I didn't know what to do.
Take your hand away,
I didn't know
girl.
what to do, honestly. And Josh had like. Well, it took a while for you to get me because the airport's big and the.
I got
changed
Debbie before I got you,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got my
so I
sister
went and
before
got
you
Debbie.
me.
I'm-
So I arrived fashionably late. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
But nervous, obviously. And then we.
But now, let me tell you what happened the week before. All right, we plan it, we get everything good. And since I was at my father's house, I had to let them know that we're inviting guests to the house. They're going to spend a week. So I called my mom, I called my dad, and I tell them, hey, I'm inviting some friends over. They're going to be spending a week at the house for spring break. Is that okay? They said, okay, make sure things are set. The rules are kept in order. Like, obviously, you know. Of course, when a guy and a girl are spending in the house alone. So they made sure, like, make sure Jackie's there, make sure Debbie's there. By the way, Jackie bailed on us on the last second. So Jackie, you really missed an experience. So we'll forget about you. But Debbie came, right? And so we were like, yeah, this is it. It's going to be fun. But let me tell you what happened in that week.
Well, what happened
I
was
cleaned everything.
Josh cleaned.
Every
The
inch
house smelled like.
of the house. I bought air freshener.
Yeah.
I went in the toilet. I hadn't cleaned the toilet since it was
Josh
January. I went, I
cleaned the house.
scrubbed. I got the toilet paper. I did the dishes. I was everywhere in the house. Outside, I made sure the lawn was clean. I I
Yeah.
said, what is
You
this
really
girl doing
did
to me?
a lot.
I don't like this. The house was clean. I
was
went up, got the spider
Well,
webs.
the house was clean. I didn't know you had done all of that.
Of course, I just wanted to, you know,
Yeah.
like this is how I live, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
The things we do when you're trying to
Not
impress.
knowing, I'm kidding. Josh is a clean man. That's all I have to say.
Okay.
He's a clean man.
I cleaned up, made everything right in the place. Then I went and got my car. I went and spent like the money and got it like it was
Detail
shining.
cleaning. What do
It
you
was
call
shining.
it?
Yeah, detailed cleaning. It was shining. And then on top of that, I got my savings. I put my savings. I said, I put that. I just took it out of the bank and I said, put it in my checkings. Why? Because they're not gonna spend anything when they're here. I'm gonna make sure they have a time of their life.
So at the airport, touching down, you get Debbie, and then I'm like, where are you finding where Josh's baggage claim, whatever? I'm like, oh my gosh. I think I was the first one to see you.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't remember, but I remember like there he is. How do I even begin? Where do I even begin? Imagine I have never dated anyone. I've never had nothing close to this. You know, on the phone it's easy to like
just play with someone. Wow.
You say whatever you want to say. You're not really.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. They're not seeing you. You can filter out whatever it is that you want to filter, and then here is face to face. But Josh gave me a big hug, like a big hug.
I was feeling the girl. I liked her. You know, I'm not even gonna lie. She trying to act like, but she liked me too. But anyways, I liked her, and I was like, I'm gonna make you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Like that was my thing. Like, don't overthink the situation.
Yeah.
The same
I
way,
was overthinking.
The same way we have been on the phone is just who we're gonna be now. Just be friends, be good. And so I saw her. I gave her a hug. I was happy to see her, and
his
it was authentic.
car was clean, and he was like.
And I dressed nice, yo. I was shining. You know what I'm saying?
White,
I was looking good. Car was good. House was good. Money was good. Oh, I remember that time. I felt nice, guys. I really felt nice. Like, yeah, taking. Remember, I really hadn't seen or talked to anyone, so having real people to talk to was really cool.
Yeah.
And that week, I took a week off work. So yeah.
Now sometimes you didn't take a week off work, Josh. You worked sometimes,
Really?
like in the afternoon you go
in the mornings.
go do some stuff but yeah, overall that experience was nerve-wracking but nice.
And
Josh made us make sure we were comfortable. And
I'm a host. I told you guys in another episode, like, what do we like to do? We like to host. Come and enjoy.
Josh is quite the entertainer.
Yes, I love people. I love to entertain.
Yeah.
But that's the ride home from the airport. You know, Joanne was like, "Wow, this is not the village anymore," and so I had to take her to Chick-fil-A because she hadn't, and then she fell in love with Chick-fil-A.
No, you didn't have it that day. We had Chick-fil-A.
We had Chick-fil-A.
I had Chick-fil-A.
Driving back from the airport.
No.
Yep, we had Chick-fil-A.
At Chipotle.
And
Doesn't
Chipotle.
matter.
Anyways, so yeah, we did. I had plans. We went grocery shopping.
And Debbie, the chef.
Debbie became the chef. She was the chaperone.
Yeah.
She was really cool. And then I remember the first date I went with Joanne. I took her to an expensive...
because we're talking, but he had not ever officially asked me to go on a date. And for me, I'm like, I don't want to go on a date. And Debbie was pushing this, go on a date. And then, Josh is like, I want to take you on a date, so dress up or whatever. And then I dressed up, easy. And then we go to a nice restaurant.
Chang.
And then we have a good time.
P.F. Chang. Now, I take her to this restaurant, and we have a good time. I say, whatever you want to eat, girl. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, eat whatever you want to eat. All this Chinese food and stuff like that.
You know actually what Josh did? He pranked me that day.
Listen, I'm telling the story, right? And so keep in mind, this is like a 30, 45 minute away restaurant. So, eat whatever we want. We have a good time. We talk, we relax. We are really vibing the place. And then time for the check comes. I'm like, I check my wallet. I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't have it. Joanne, do you have some money that you can? She's like, no, I don't. And her face, her face was like, yo, I really ate a lot of food here.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
Because it's like, don't bring anything, whatever. I got you, whatever. And then,
So I was like, I don't know. Let me go check the car. So I go and I check the car. I had the wallet the whole time.
Yeah.
And then I come back. I'm like, I really don't have the wallet. I
have to go home.
back. I have to go home and look for the wallet. Can you just stay here? That's gonna be 1 hour and 30 minutes minimum.
yeah.
Minimum of waiting. She just looks at me like,
Okay.
and she was pissed. You could
I
tell.
wasn't pissed.
She wasn't pissed, but she was like, really?
Yeah.
But at the same time, she's like, oh, this shouldn't be something that happens normally, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. Then I just left.
Yeah.
I was gone for like, what, 5 minutes?
Yeah. And then you came back.
I was sitting in the car for 5 minutes. I was like, I'm just joking with you. And she was like, what? How dare you? But it was fun.
I wasn't like, how dare you? It's like,
Yeah,
funny.
she was laughing. She was laughing. And then, yeah, that was our very first day. You're wearing a black dress. I don't know what I was wearing.
And then we went to a wedding that we were not invited to.
Oh yeah, we went to a wedding, Nigerian Igbo wedding. Hey,
That we were not invited to, but we had
You know,
a friend there.
I had a friend. Don't
Yeah.
say you had a
We.
Okay, so Troy Okupagu, one of my friends, he always has this big family and big Nigerian parties. So I'm like, yeah, guys, want to come? And so yeah, let's go. So we went to this Igbo Nigerian wedding
Yo,
that
when I say
started at
Nigerian
10.
people know how to party,
They start at 10.
they know how to have a good time.
They start at 10. And this is a Christian wedding.
Yeah.
But it starts at 10.
They know how to have a good
The
time.
reception starts at 10 p.m. Yo, I think we were there till like 2.
Yeah.
So we had a good time. Then we went to the movies.
Do you know what we did?
What did we do?
We took all the the
Sparkling
sparkling
cider?
ciders from the tables.
Gotta be smart. Weren't invited, but we stole the show. You know what I'm saying?
We took the sparkling ciders from the tables after the wedding. All of us, like everyone that came at that party with us.
We're not letting this go to
We were
waste.
like 6 of us.
We're not letting it go to
It
waste.
was fun. And they gave us permission too, though.
Yeah.
It was not stealing. People were like, no, we're not stealing, because the ladies
remember
organized and
that.
said you can take
Okay.
as much as you want.
Okay. Yeah, so that wedding was a great wedding.
The date was nice. We went back home.
Spring break was fun. We watched movies. We really got to get to know each other from a personal level, not
Because we
just
had
from
like
the phone.
a limited time, and the whole time I was just like going back to South Dakota. I had to go back to South Dakota. Every dream comes to an end, I guess. Every good
it
thing
was
comes
fun.
to an end, and
But it had to end.
Yeah, and so going back to South Dakota, I remember like asking the Lord, like, if this is it, you're gonna find ways for us to work. And because the long distance thing, like, I don't know how we were gonna build that relationship dynamics, and because the being together was nice, and then going back to long distance was like, bichibino. How is this gonna work? So I really was asking the Lord, like, if this is it, you're gonna find ways of making this happen. And then Josh invited me to join ORU. That's the school that he was going to. And I remember him coming to South Dakota, and he's like, you really need to get out of here. And
but that was in 2018.
Yeah, 2018.
But before you jumping the head of the story.
Because we're in November.
No, we just had to. We're in March. We just finished March.
Oh, March.
And so after all that wonderful spring break, we went back to long distance on the phone, which was really tough, but it was still cool. And every day we talked.
Yeah.
And the next time I saw her was in November.
For Thanksgiving.
And that time I had my mom who was there, and my sisters.
And a lot of people.
It was a really jam-packed house. A lot of fun and excitement. And Joanne was there too. And she got to meet my mom. My mom was like,
I know your mom already.
I know you know her, but like now she's seeing you as a potential daughter-in-law. So then it was good to it was just good. It was just a good time to really bond as a family and for us to bond. And so when we had that time, that's when Joanne put herself together
Put yourself
to
together.
acknowledge what had been happening since March.
No.
So what happened, Joanne?
I was still studying you, and after thorough studying and feeling like, how much is he scoring? The scoreboard had to come out.
I had scored above and beyond the scoreboard.
I don't think above and beyond, but you had scored enough to let you win.
Okay. So this is what
You
happened.
had scored enough to let you win.
I take her somewhere to get some food for the house or something. We come back and Joan's like, I need to talk to you. And I was like, okay. And then she's like, yeah, I think on November, what day is it? November 27th or whatever.
Not the 27th,
we are going to
okay.
officially start dating.
Well, that's
in
not
my head,
really, that's not really
listen,
it.
but wait, you tell your side. But in my head, I'm like,
we have been ready.
We've been dating. Like, there's no way I'm spending this amount of time on you for we're not dating.
Yeah.
Shout out to Judah making noise in the back. I don't know if you hear him, but we love you, Judah.
Just bear with us.
Bear with us, man. We need a nanny. We're still looking for nannies. All right. So if you're out there, come on, message. All right.
Oh, so for me, in my defense, I think like you said, the house was packed. The house was packed. This is the only time that I had to myself with Josh. The entire time, Josh is quite the entertainer. He's busy entertaining people. He's busy hosting. And the one time I go to grocery store, whatever, with him, I say, okay, I guess this is the opportunity.
Actually, that's good that you said that, because people would be like, what? You guys were in the same house all this time? Yeah, we were in that same house, but we had chaperones 24/7.
We did.
Anyways, keep going.
And so I didn't have time with Josh at all. This is the only one time I had, and I was like, okay, the grocery store is going to be in the car. So I said, I think I'm ready to do this. I think you've just gotten above average. And you made it.
Which is crazy, because in my head, I was like, why are we having this conversation? We had it in March.
Yeah, Josh was
I was like, what? We've been, wait, so you thought we weren't dating? What is going on?
Yeah.
But she's like, no, I'm actually giving you the acceptance to acknowledge what you had said in March. Now it's like official.
Yeah.
So according to Joanne, we officially began dating in 2017, November.
You gotta make them work, these men out here.
Okay, all right.
So I go back, that's Uganda or after Uganda?
That is after. We had spent time.
We came in the summer. We came to Uganda.
Okay, so after March, we saw again in the summer of 2017, and then we officially dated in November.
And Mom was like, "Who is this boy?" Because Josh, I kept wanting to go visit Josh and vice versa and whatever. My mom is like, "No, you're not supposed
Mama
to be."
Joe, you're difficult.
Keep it up, Mama.
But we had to fight. Yeah. And guess what? Two good day,
Yeah.
So we won that fight, and God has been good. And from there, we continued long distance until I was like, Joanne, you need to join me. I'm going back to school at Oral Roberts University. Get out of that village, please. Please get out of that village.
It was more like, come spend more quality time with me.
Okay.
And so...
See, what happened is I went to go see her in Mitchell, in the village. It was cold.
It was cold.
It was dark. The sunlight was out for like 5 minutes a day.
Yeah.
The rest of the day was just dark. By 4 p.m., by 4 or 3:30, it's dark.
But that's like winter.
I know, it was just a terrible time. This is 2018 now.
Yeah.
And I was there for like a weekend, and man, I was like, Joanne.
Judah.
I was like, man, you know what? We gotta get out of here. Yeah. And so she came and she toured Oral Roberts University. She sent in her applications.
And it was quite a school, I have to say.
And so that whole year we did our talk, and then in August of 2018,
I moved to
She moved to Oklahoma, and I moved to Oklahoma, and then finally we could be in the same place without...
That's where the...
Guys, we're rushing because Judah's crying. So guess what? We moved to Oklahoma, and then we began to date physical. Amen? Amen. See us later for part 3 of how we met. We're gonna do this in series. We're gonna take our time, because our story is nice.
No, but you were saying something about men and being able to know and tell their women to be clear with their intentions, and not just let the woman guess.
Yeah, don't. So she's saying this because I was in the open, like I was exposed. Joanne had all control about what she wanted to do.
Judah.
Joanne made a good point about how, by the way, this is Judah. Judah, say hi to the camera. Say hi. Okay. We have no babysitter, so we have to finish this like this. Forgive us. It's not the most professional, but we're not in here to be professional. We're in here to be real. So guess what? Joanne, before she said, I do allow you to date me, I was exposed. I had given her all control. I said, I like you. I want you to be mine, and I want to see where this can lead us. And so that's what we did.
And so a lot of ladies there are just made to guess what the relationship is, because some men are not very clear on their intentions, and men out there, I know you can do better.
Yeah, we can do better. Be clear. When a woman asks you, what are we doing?
Why do we even have to ask?
You shouldn't. That's how you know you're messing up.
Yeah.
You
and also women, when
clear.
someone keeps doing like ABCD for you,
keeps doing what?
Keeps doing ABCD for you.
What's ABCD?
Like ABCD, all of these things for you. It's a figure of speech.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Keeps doing 1, 2, like.
Keeps doing things for you.
Yeah.
Oh, Judah. Shh. It's
and
okay.
ladies, if a man keeps doing all of these things for you, trust. They're not just being friends, okay?
Yeah, oh yeah. Man, we're not gonna waste our time on you if we don't want you.
Exactly.
And if you're not with a Christian man, he might just want to just sleep with you.
Yeah.
Right? So
even Christian men.
Yeah, even Christian men. I'm telling you, like it's very clear. There's no reason he's gonna spend time, money, effort, energy, emotions, being your friend for nothing in return. Yeah. There's something he wants, so you gotta be careful.
If you don't like him back, make sure that you draw that line and
draw
that
those
boundary
lines
before you keep going and entertaining whatever that he does.
If you
and
entertain,
then you don't even really like him, and then you go too far and you can't even go back, or you flirt too far that there's no return. So make sure that you know what you're dealing with and enjoying what really is not too expensive to pay back. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, my wife is so wise. So guys, that is part 2. We don't have enough time to keep going in the story, so we will be back with part 3 shortly. But this is my little family. Guys, the way we got here, only God knows. When 2017, if they told me this is where I would be,
I would run for my life.
You would run?
Yeah.
Wow, that hurt.
No, I'm kidding.
If you're running, then I'm chasing you.
I'm kidding.
I'm going to chase you, grab you. I say, great.
No. Let me tell you something.
Are the woman
this would be in another episode. But the way that I've had to grow up.
Yeah.
In this like 1 year. Yeah, it's been quite a lot, but exciting as well. Okay, guys, this wraps up the show.
Yeah, make sure you watch part 1, and we have other videos. So yeah, subscribe, like the channel. We love you. God bless you.
Bye.
Judah say bye. Judah say bye. Judah saying bye.
Okay, go.
I was exposed. Joanne had all control about what she wanted to do.
Yeah. Judah.
Like, she didn't tell me she liked me. She didn't tell me she was interested. Judah!
Okay.
No, stop.
Welcome back to today's episode. Welcome back to?
Doing that question.
You know, are we dating? Are we da-da-da? And that's...
This is not gonna work. Welcome back to today's episode. We are going... Welcome back. Everyone knows now, JJ Show. We don't need to advertise that so much.
Welcome back to today's episode. Welcome.
One more time.
Josh, please.
Okay, I'm done.
This hair right here.
Okay.
Was sponsored by my
husband. Can you be quiet for me?
And
yeah, you're a good boy. Ow, don't pinch me.
I feel like quite a woman.
Okay.
I feel like an adult.
I love you.
All this while, I've been a child. this hair
Okay.
is making me feel unfit for the role.
I love you.
The mom
Quiet,
role,
okay?
the wife
Give me 2
role,
minutes. I'll
and
be
all the
right
roles
back. Can you
that
give me 2
come,
minutes?
you know,
Just 2 minutes?
in the middle.
All right. You're great.
So, shout out to you, Josh.
Judah said he'll give us 2 minutes.
Okay.
All right. Judah, don't be a man that doesn't follow your word. 2 minutes.
Welcome back to today's. I don't know. Welcome back
I'll
on.
do it. I'll do it.
Treasure this moment.
Yes, ma'am.